Hey, I'm Stephen Sashin, CEO, co-CEO, and co-founder of Xero Shoes. And this is a live event where I'm going to be talking to you about, and you will be discovering, our 8 new products for the fall of 2023 and how you can get them and how you can also win one of 10 $100 or 10 €100 Xeroshoes.com or Xeroshoes.eu gift certificates. Now, I mentioned this is a live event, and what that means is if you put in your comments or questions below, I will see them on my screen right over there. If you see me looking over there, that's because I'm reading a comment or a question, and I will answer those comments or respond to the comments, answer the questions. But by the way, almost everything I'm going to be talking about, you can already find if you go to Xeroshoes.com or Xeroshoes.eu/fall23 sale. That's where you'll find more information about the products, and you'll see reviews from people who've been wearing these things for a little bit of time now. And you'll also see where you can enter the sweepstakes. Basically, there's an app. You'll find it on the right of the page or the bottom of the page, depending on the device you're using. Different actions you can take give you a different number of entries in the sweepstake. More entries you get, the better your chances of winning. FYI, do not wait to see if you won before you pick up one of these new shoes for the fall, because we announce the winners after the sale ends on September 5th. But if you buy something and then you win, not a problem. We can apply your winnings to your original order. Or, of course, you can use that $100 or €100 to get something else for yourself, or something for someone you know or love, or someone you would like to have know or love you, because you help them discover the natural comfort, performance, and health benefits of wearing Xero shoes. Now, between now and September 5th, all these new products are on sale, 20% plus off. What that means is if you buy one of the styles, and I'll start showing them to you in a second, you get 20% off. But if you buy more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there are eight available in the US, 5 available in the EU, then you get an extra 5% off, so 25% off. So, and again, do not wait till the end of the sale. I know people like to do this, because we are undeniably going to sell out of some sizes and colors between now and then, which is crazy because we keep buying inventory planning to be, twice as big as what we did last time. And then more and more people can keep coming to what we're doing, and we end up getting demand for 3 times as much. And we just never anticipate that. We always end up getting more demand than whatever we buy, no matter what we do. Okay, so I'm going to start showing you these 8 new shoes. And again, go to Xeroshoes.com or Xeroshoes.eu/fall23 sale. And if you just go to Xeroshoes.com or Xeroshoes.eu, it'll redirect you there as well. But anyway, go there for all the information. All right, starting in no particular order. All right, the number 1, the best seller so far, and to be honest, we are not surprised, is a shoe that gives you the look of a performance shoe with the comfort of a casual shoe. Now, it's still performance friendly, but it's really made to be a casual shoe. In the business, they call this athleisure. And this is the Nexus Knit. The Nexus Knit, we call it the knit because this is a knit upper. You can see, in fact, it's a thing called 3D knit because it's got texture to it. So it's literally 3-dimensional, both that way, that way, that way. And this is made on a machine that makes this all as one piece. You can see there's no separate tongue. This is a one-piece booty-like construction, and it fits like a sock. I mean, it really, this mesh or this, what's the word I'm looking for? The knit, it, stretches really nicely for your foot. Incredibly, incredibly comfortable, and just a wonderful all-around shoe for almost anything you want to do. Now, if you're new to Xero Shoes, I want to explain what makes us so different, why we have over 70,000 reviews from people who say that we changed their lives. I can't get my pronouns right today. It's Sunday evening. I'm tired. And anyway, so the first thing I want to talk about is simply this. You have 1/4 of the bones and joints of your entire body in your feet and ankles. Those joints are supposed to let your feet move. That's for balance, agility, and mobility. If you don't let your feet do that job tries unsuccessfully to move up to your ankle, your knee, your hip, and your back. Not a good idea. So the first thing we do is we make shoes with a wider foot-shaped toe box. So we're not squeezing your toes together, because that's not good. I mean, think about it. You don't do push-ups like this. You do push-ups like this. Gives you better force production, better balance. Same thing with your feet. So this wider foot-shaped toe box lets your toes spread, splay, do what's natural for balance, agility, and mobility. I'll talk about other features about our shoes as I go through and show them to you. But first things first, the Nexus Knit. Now, by the way, I'm not showing every color of every shoe. So when you go to the website that I pointed to, Xeroshoes.com or Xeroshoes.eu/fall23 sale, you'll find the other colors. The other color for the Nexus Knit is all white, which is a beautiful, beautiful shoe. So here we go, Nexus Knit. Oh, one other thing about all of our shoes, I may as well show you this while I'm here. Every one of our shoes has a removable insole or sock liner, depending on how industry savvy you want to be. And if you want to have more protection, keep it in. If you want a more barefoot feel, take it out. And you can wear our shoes with or without socks, up to you. I recommend a very, very thin sock for reasons that I will mention in just a moment. Javier, I have a question. How many shoes are there that we have? I think we're up at like 50 styles, 50 different styles. And that has all come from people like you who have said, oh my gosh, I love that you're doing this, but now I need a shoe for this. Because once you get used to doing what's natural, let it, well, and I'll say more about what that is, it's kind of hard to go back. So let's go on to the next shoe. If you would love the most lightweight, comfortable, flexible, highly technical hiking shoe, hiking or running, like trail hiking, trail running shoe, we have made that with the Scrambler Low. If you've been following what we do, the Scrambler series, we had the Scrambler Mid, a mid-top version of this that we came up with in the spring, and people asked for a low-top version, and here it is. So this is a collaboration we did with, there we go, Michelin, the people that make tires for your cars and your bicycles. And in fact, you can see that looks like a mountain bike tire because that's exactly where that design came from. Michelin has a product called Fiberlight. So inside this blue rubber layer on this shoe, there's a layer of textile. And so that makes the shoe incredibly flexible as, wait, let's see if I can do this, as a trail running or hiking shoe goes. Really, really lightweight and really, really strong and durable. The Scrambler Low has this incredibly breathable upper, has very aggressive welded components on the toe cap and the sides for protection. These straps are adjustable to give you a nice secure fit no matter whether you're going uphill, downhill, fast or slow. I already mentioned the incredible luggy tread. Let me talk to you about the soles of our Xero shoes. So running shoes, most running shoes, they say you need to replace them every 200 to 500 miles or 300 to 500 miles. For the big, thick maximalist shoes, they say even faster. We make our shoes to be durable. The soles not only give you, well, the ground feedback that you need, because you have 200,000 nerve endings in the soles of each foot to tell your brain what you're stepping on or in, so it can then control your body, starting with those feet being able to move, and help you move effectively and efficiently, and maybe most enjoyably, most importantly, enjoyably. So great for traction and protection, but also giving you that ground feedback that your brain is looking for to help you move better. If the weather turns against you when you're wearing this shoe, there's a gator hook right there. It's hard to see if you're not looking really close. Let me see if I can get it even closer. Gator hook. There we go. So you can attach a gator, which is basically, if you don't know, it's a thing that goes around your lower leg and basically it's like a tent for your foot. So you can wear that with these as well. Crazy lightweight, unbelievably flexible, unbelievably comfortable. This is the Scrambler Mid trail running and hiking shoe. And by the way, this orange layer is actually, it's not a midsole. In our trail shoes, we take a product that we developed called Trail Foam that kind of just takes the bumps off. You still get good ground feeling, but makes it a little easier to handle, you know, the trails that you're on. We just wrap that around the shoe to give it a really, really cool look. So that is the Scrambler Low. Let's see. Brian says, I'd love to see the Bodhi come back. Probably my favorite shoe. We're going to show you something that may replace that as your favorite shoe in just a moment. The name you gave me, perfect. I just bought a pair of the Scrambler Pros, Lows. I can't wait to hear what happens when you get them. And underscore RK7. That's interesting. Wore my new Scrambler Lows today. I think they will be great on the trail and or for everyday wear. We make everything so you can kind of do everything in them. So I can't wait to hear what happens when you get them out on the trail or walking around. Okay, Brad says, send an email to Rachel. Want to try the Nexus Knit? Great. I hope she'll get back to you, I'm sure. All right, next shoe. Let's stay in trail mode for a second. Think about a, retro style hiker, one of those things from way back when, really, really cool look. Frankly, looks good on the trail as well. Very capable on the trail, but really also looks awesome when you're like in a pair of jeans when you're done with being out on the trail. Well, that is the Ridgeway, our new retro style hiking boot. This is fully waterproof with our, there it is, Xero, let's that way, there we go, Xero Tex waterproof layer. It is a fully sealed membrane underneath a water resistant canvas upper with the suede toe cap and suede foxing. So this is the only of the 8 shoes that I'm going to show you that is not 100% vegan friendly. But anyway, fully waterproof with a gusseted tongue. So basically, if you step up to the gusset level is about here, you are fine for waterproofness. This wonderfully comfortable padded collar, but keep in mind, some people don't quite get how waterproof works, and they think if they step in a lake, that somehow the water stays out of their shoe. That's not what happens. If you go above the gusseted layer, then water can come in because, gravity. So it also, this layer, this white layer here, it's again our trail foam that we've exposed just to make the shoe look really, really cool with this brand new tread that is super, super grippy, wonderfully flexible. For a hiking boot, this thing is crazy lightweight and crazy, crazy flexible. You'll love it on the trail. You'll love it off the trail as well. Okay, a couple comments came in. Let me just address those. I have the Exclusion Fusion. My feet got toasty in the summer when hiking. Felt good when it was cold. My hope is these will be more breathable than when I go hiking. They are more breathable, but to be completely candid, all waterproof layers, I don't care who makes them, they are, if it's a true like seam sealed inner booty, they're going to be better for cold weather because they can't let all of that heat escape. It's just literally not possible. So this is a great shoe for fall, winter, not quite as much for spring, summer, or summer in particular, because again, every waterproof layer is going to, have some insulating capacity as well. Chris, I got a pair of Konas. You saved me from buying Hey Dudes. We'll get to that in a second. You gave me Ridgeway. Looks like a boot you would wear even just for fashionable reasons, not just hiking. That's why we made it. That was the whole idea, is to go for like a fashionable boot that's capable on the trails as well. All right, because it's come up twice now, I'm going to go on to this next shoe. Someone mentioned the Bodie. We had a shoe that we made before as a boat shoe. We called it Bodie McBoat Shoe. I swear to God. And we loved it. And the people who wore it, it was one of their favorite shoes. And it just didn't sell. And that was when we had a very limited amount of warehouse space. So after a couple of years, we just had to get rid of it and we had to stop making it. But this is, let's just say this is the reincarnation of Bodie McBoat Shoe. It still has that beachy feel wherever you take it, that kind of, chill, aloha feel, which, by the way, our hearts are out to everybody in Maui. We have friends there who happily were not hugely affected by the fire. In other words, their house didn't burn down, but we are donating a bunch of money to Maui to help them rebuild. But anyway, more importantly, if you want that aloha feeling without the fire, no matter where you go, this is the Kona. So this is a slip-on, similar to the Bodie, similar to the Oswego. Somebody mentioned that. It is a moccasin style shoe made with a cotton canvas, so it stretches the mold to your foot. It's a slip-on. So this lacing system here is really just elastic to help you get into the shoe and hold you in, but it's not something you tighten down. You just slide in and wear it for whatever you want to wear it for. Again, with our removable sock liner, if you want more or less barefoot feeling, our 5,000-mile sole warranty on the sole, unbelievably, ridiculously flexible. People say, hey, that's perfect for travel. Technically it is, although I think that's actually better for travel. But this is a shoe that you're going to put on and forget you're even wearing it, which is going to be the theme of two more shoes that I'm going to show you. So this is the Kona. Again, available. Go to Xeroshoes.com/fall23 sale or Xeroshoes.eu if you're in the EU /fall23 sale. And you'll find all of these. They're on sale, 20% off between now and September 5th. Don't wait to the end. We are going to sell out of stuff. And if you buy more than one style, so say the Kona and the Scrambler, or the Kona, the Scrambler, and the Nexus Knit, or the Kona, the Scrambler, or the Nexus Knit, and the Ridgeway, if you buy anything more than one style, you get an extra 5% off. And when you go to the sites, you'll see that there's a place to register to win one of 10 $100 Xeroshoes.com gift certificates, or one of 10 €100 Xeroshoes.eu gift certificates. So you'll see there's an app on the right of the page or the bottom of the page. Different actions you can take give you a different number of entries. The more entries you get, the better your chances of winning. So, okay, I got 3 more shoes, and these are upgrades to existing shoes that I love. But let me see what came in. I'm sad that I missed the Oswego too. It looked great. Again, it just didn't really sell. Christopher says, love the new additions. Kona are my first new purchase. My Bodies are almost worn through. There you go. I bumped into a guy at Costco. I had a really funny thing. I pull into the Costco line for gas, and the guy in front of me starts pumping gas, and then he looks back at me and says, hold on for a second. And he opens the back door of his car and pulls out a box of shoes that he was returning for us. He was a wear tester. I had no idea who he was. And he goes, I guess I don't need to mail these back to you. And he handed them to me. And then the guy next to us is wearing the Bodie McBoat shoe that he had been wearing like nonstop for years. They looked like death, to be honest, because he had really beaten them up. But anyway, it's a great shoe, but I think you're going to love the Kona instead. Chris says, time for Bodie McBoat Shoe 2, electric Bodie McBoat Shoe 2, electric Boogaloo, maybe for the winter sale. Hey, I was a breakdancer in 1980, and I was in a breakdancing contest, and the prize that I got third, was the soundtrack from the first breakdancing movie. So that's a whole other story. Not getting into that. All right, let me show you these next three shoes, the last three shoes. And I'm not going to stick around here all night because it's a Sunday evening here in Colorado, and I would love to have a little bit of time off before I go to sleep and start a very busy week. So first things first, one of our top requests we've gotten, especially from people who live in the Pacific Northwest or people who live in parts of Northern Europe where things are damp all the time. They said, hey, do you have a waterproof low top shoe? So we took our best selling trail running and hiking shoe, the Mesa Trail, and made the Mesa Trail waterproof. It may look exactly like the current Mesa Trail 2, but it's not, because this is a water resistant upper, that fully seam sealed Xero-Tex, there it is, Xero-Tex inner membrane, a gusseted tongue. I'm putting my finger on the wrong spot. Gusseted tongue to keep you nice and dry when it's wet outside. And again, it'll keep you a little warmer too, because that's how waterproof membranes work. You know, they keep a little bit of heat in as well. Still nice and flexible for a fully waterproof shoe, and still going to give you that great ground feeling. Not quite as much, of course, because we've got a waterproof layer between you and the ground. But you're going to love these if you need something waterproof to keep your feet nice and dry this winter. This is the Mesa Trail WP for waterproof. Name you gave me. I always get questions about my Xero shoes and compliments. I'm always happy to let them know about the shoes. Thank you. The number one thing that has grown our business for the last almost 14 years is people stopping you on the street to say, hey, what are those? And you guys all being nice enough to talk to strangers, which I love doing. I have fondness for talking to strangers, but other people, you know, you're just willing to do it when someone stops you. Christopher, videos or it never happened. Upload the breakdancing video. That was 1980, baby. They were not making videos. Well, I take it back. If someone had a video camera, it was perched on their shoulder, and it was a beast. I'll give you a joke that I did. So I was also street performing at that time in New York City. And whenever somebody had a camera, it was so rare. I would say, I've got this great bit for you. Okay, I'm going to do it on 3. So get ready. You start recording on 3 and we'll do it. And I'd go 1, 2, and on 3, they'd start recording and I'd go. And I would just stay there until they stopped. One guy really tested it. It was like 10 minutes and I just wouldn't move. It was like a staring contest. The audience was like losing their mind. It was like way too funny. Anyway, enough about that. Next shoe. So our best selling road running shoe, the HFS, we decided to give it a new, cool, let's call it more familiar look for some people. This is the HFS 2. From the top, you know, very, very similar. We made the upper even more breathable. We put more protective pieces on the toe cap and the welding on the sides. These straps are adjustable, just like they are in the Scrambler Low, to give you a nice secure fit wherever you take it. But the biggest thing we did is we changed the sole. So first you can see we took our bare foam layer that just, you know, gives you a little protection on the roads, and just wrap that around the shoe to give it a look that makes it look like there's a midsole, but there's not. And then this brand new road friendly tread inspired by what we did with Michelin to give you something super grippy on the roads. HFS 2 is just, we gave it to the wear testers, the people who, we reached out to people who already had the original HFS and said, we want you to check this one out because it's supposed to be an upgrade. And the response back uniformly was, oh my God, I love this one even more. So this is the HFS 2. And eDoodle says, I got the HFS 2, my first pair of Xero shoes. It will not be your last. At least I hope not. After people have been with us for a little while, most people own many, many pairs of our shoes, is all I can say. So anyway, HFS 2, if you're a road runner, but here's the kick. People wear this shoe for everything. I know some basketball players who train in this shoe. I know people who play pickleball in this shoe. I know people who use it in the gym. I know people who just use it for walking as their daily shoe. So HFS 2 is just a great shoe for that. It's actually one of my favorites that I wear, to be honest. Christopher says, I'm seeing more and more people in Xeros, especially in the CrossFit gym. Yes, I would like to dominate CrossFit. Noble got a lot of investment capital, and they used a big chunk of it to buy their way into CrossFit. We're looking to see what we can do about that. Larissa, yep, I own many pairs, LOL, and then my husband exclusively wears Xero shoes. Chris says, I'm going on 16 pairs of Xero shoes. And Daddy, Aptonath, once you go to Xero shoes, you never go back. My wife gets mad when I say this, but it's a joke. I'm not trying to minimize anything that anyone might be sensitive about. So please know that I'm saying this is a joke. We're the heroine of footwear. Okay, you know what to do with that. All right, there's one last shoe to show you. And this one, oh wait, name you give you solid shoe, line up clean. I love it. Daddy says 6 pairs in the house, I believe, and you're about to see one that may be the 7th. So I'm particularly partial to this shoe because the original version I developed with a guy who was at Nike for 30 years, then left there. And he used to, and still likes to, develop things based on old designs. What were people doing hundreds of years ago when they didn't have the technology we have now? And this shoe was originally made with 3 panels: inside side panel, outside side panel, and a tongue that becomes the sole, that becomes the heel. And that was the Speed Force. Well, some people didn't like that 3-part design. They said it looked a little too bowling shoe-ish. I get it. That was kind of the idea. But to be honest, it never looked the way that we designed it. We just couldn't get our factories to wrap their head around how to do it. Well, we changed that by changing the upper to something way more sleek, way more elegant, way more beautiful. Before I show it to you, I'll tell you the story. There's a couple people who are very, very big deal in the fitness industry, and big deals. I don't know why I'm having trouble with English right now. Oh my God, I left out a shoe. Sorry. All right, I'm going to show you this one. Then I have to show you the one I left out. How come no one caught me on this? Anyway, I sent them a picture of this shoe because they each owned like 40 pairs of this shoe. And I was terrified that they weren't going to like the new design. I was thrilled when they all went, "Oh my God, I can't wait to get that." So this is the Speed Force 2. So if you know the Speed Force, we got rid of that 3-part, bowling shoe design, and we've given it this really nice, breathable, elegant upper. There's, again, different colors of this shoe. So these straps, not only attention grabbing, but functional because they're not sewn down. They give you a great grip around your midfoot, your instep, and the heel to hold you in place securely. Now, I'm a competitive sprinter. For men over 61, I'm a Masters All-American sprinter. For men in my age group, I'm one of the fastest guys in the country. This is the shoe that I train in and race in. It's unlike any racing flat or any sprinting spike you've ever worn because it's more like a racing flat. It folds up and rolls into next to nothing. It's super flexible. It doesn't have spikes, but this gives you just great grip on the track as well. So, and it's even lighter than the original. I think this is coming in now at about 5.5 ounces for a men's size 9. We've added an additional protective toe cap, additional protective welding along the sides, and this is just, again, so lightweight, you will go to bed forgetting you're still wearing it. So this is the Speed Force 2, and I left out a shoe. Christopher said, Speed Force is my go-to gym shoe, perfect for powerlifting. It is. We have people who play pickleball in it. We have people who use it for powerlifting. We have people who use it for, almost everything. It's just a delightful shoe. Which model is good for daily wear and gym? Meng says, Speed Force is good. HFS is good. Our Prio is good. Even the Nexus Knit can be good if you're just walking around, but you want to use it in the gym. Our Forza Trainer is made specifically for gym use, as is our 360. Both of those are great as well. So give that a shot. Matt says HFS2, same sizing as the HFS OG, the original. Yes, unfortunately. So it says for the HFS, go up a half a size from your usual size. And we still recommend that. We were trying to normalize the size on that. Long story, it didn't happen. Keep in mind, we do free domestic exchanges because sizing is never perfect. Can't be, in large part because of personal preference. And also, different materials and different construction feels different. So it's one of those things. That's why we do free domestic exchanges. By the way, name you gave me said my bad about something, but if you haven't noticed, once I say something, it's out of my head, and I have no idea what I said before. So Speed Force 2, you're going to love that. And I do have one more shoe to show you that I forgot. Quickly, Helene, can you explain the difference between the Mesa Trail 2, the TerraFlex 2, and the Scrambler Low? Yes. Basically, from TerraFlex to Mesa to Scrambler, it's all a function of how lightweight they are and how technical they are. So the TerraFlex is like our entry-level trail running hiking shoe. And then we go lighter and more breathable with a grippier outsole for the Mesa Trail 2. And then even lighter, even more flexible, even more breathable, even grippier with the Scrambler Low. So that's the best way I can describe that. Christian says, I hope the development of a Xero safety toe shoe is moving forward. It is. That's all I can say. And Eric says, do most people wear socks or not? I don't know. I haven't done a poll. I know I don't, but that's because I am lazy. If I had to put on socks and then shoes, I'd never make it out of the house. But it's designed to go either way. If you are going to wear socks, my recommendation, really, really thin sock so that you don't lose that ground feeling that tells your brain how to move your body properly. Even just, a normal sock can reduce that ground feeling enough that it makes you a little unbalanced, frankly. Andrew, hello. I am at 3 pairs now. Feet are happier than ever. Thank you. HFS, Sunrise, and Z-Trek sandals. I've been wearing barefoot shoes only for 8 months now, and the results are stunning. I concur, and I've been doing it for 14 years now. It just keeps getting better. Christopher says, by the way, I don't do socks in my Speed Force. Perfection. Okay, here's the product that I forgot. And because Andrew mentioned the Sunrise, this is the cold weather sibling of the Sunrise. So the Sunrise is a little slip-on. It's a slipper you can wear indoors or use it for running errands or taking a walk or walking the dog or whatever. It's not meant for performance. It's meant for just a casual slip-on. Well, now that it's getting cooler, this is the Pagosa. This looks like wool. It's fake. It's faux wool, so 100% vegan friendly. Again, just like everything except the Ridgeway that we've launched. It'll mold to your foot, and you can wear this one of 2 ways. Just collapsible heel. Step into it like this, or wear it like a regular shoe. This elastic layer, or what's known in the industry as the gore layer, that will let you slide into it. And then the 4.5 millimeter or 4 millimeter Feel True rubber sole is just enough to give you the protection you need. But again, make this thing ridiculously flexible. So perfect for travel as well. And again, so lightweight, so comfy. This is the kind of thing you'll forget you're ever wearing. So that is the Pagosa. So let me do the quick review, and then we're going to call it an evening in no particular order, probably the order I showed them in though. The Nexus Knit, our 3D knit athleisure shoe. Really, really great. Looks awesome with whatever outfit you're wearing, but it's still, good in the gym. In fact, the Forza Trainer, our training shoe, same sole as the Nexus Knit. And again, we're wrapping the sole around the upper just to give it a more elegant, really cool look. And there's the Nexus Knit, the Scrambler Low after the Scrambler Mid, now our lightest, most technical, most advanced trail running and hiking shoe that you can pretty much wear for everything. Next, in the trail world, the Ridgeway, our retro style hiker that, again, totally great on the trail, looks even better when you're off the trail. Next, the Kona, so our little moccasin style slip-on made of cotton canvas, totally delightful shoe. The Pagosa that I just showed you, and then our upgrades, the HFS2, our road runner, the Speed Force, our racing flat that you can do almost anything in, and then the waterproof Mesa Trail, so a fully waterproof low top trail running and hiking shoe. All right. Name you gave me. I put foot powder in my shoes to reduce some friction on my feet when exercising. Good idea. Andrew says, I saw that. Major want. I don't even know what you're referring to, Andrew, because again, I can't keep track of these things. Oh, I get it. Name you gave me. I don't use socks sometimes. Eric Schiller, comment to Eric. Christopher, discovered Xeros 8 years ago when I was just about to get custom orthotics for foot issues. 0 foot pain since then, and no need anymore for trips to the podiatrist. So I'm thrilled to hear that. I'm not a medical doctor. We're not making medical claims. I'm just reading a report from a happy person. So I'm going to wrap this up by just reminding you, go to Xeroshoes.com/fall23 sale or Xeroshoes.eu/fall23 sale. You will find info about all of these products, 8 of them, all 8 in America, only 5 in the EU for now. We don't have, oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, sorry, the Kona is only available for men until the spring. We'll deal with that later. What was I going to say? Oh, when you go to those pages, you'll find info about these products. You'll find video reviews from people who've been wearing these for a number of weeks. I encourage you to take a look and see what people say who've actually had them on their feet before you get a pair for yourself. You'll see our sweepstakes app on the right of the page or the bottom of the page, depending on what device you're using. And there's different actions you can take to enter the sweepstakes. Different actions give you a different number of entries. Some you can do every day. Come back and do it often. The more entries you get, the better your chances of winning. You're going to win 1 of 10 $100 Xeroshoes.com gift certificates, or 1 of 10 €100 Xeroshoes.eu gift certificates. Do not wait until the end to see if you won before you buy something, because we announce the winners after the sale ends. But if you buy something, then you win, not a problem. We can apply your winnings to your order, or of course you can use that $100 or €100 to buy something else for you or for someone you know or love, or someone who you would like to have know or love you when you give them a pair of Xero shoes so they can discover the fun and benefits they've been missing. And what else about that sale runs through September 5th. And again, do not wait to the end, because we are going to sell out of some styles and colors. We are blowing through some of these faster than we ever imagined. A couple things came in before we go. Eric Schiller gave a thumbs up for some reason. Danny says, love the showcases you do. Very kind of you. Jonathan said, Ridgeway is good for winter snow. Yes, because again, this is a waterproof shoe, fully seam sealed inner booty, and a water resistant upper as well. And so because it's fully waterproof and seam sealed, that's going to be helpful for the cold. But if you're looking for the cold, also take a look at our Denver, which has a flannel lining in it. Or the Excursion Fusion is good for that too, but the Denver is what we also made for cold weather. If you want to add a second pair, do I have to cancel and start a new order? You don't have to cancel, just add the second pair to your existing order before you click submit. And if in fact you've accidentally placed an order and then you're doing a second one, you can contact our customer happiness team and see if they can help you out. I'm not sure how to do that. Typically, the extra 5% off. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say that. You save 20% when you buy one style, 25% if you buy 2, 3, 4, 5 or more styles, anything more than one. And that's done automatically when you check out. And it only happens if you're doing it in one order. If you place one order and then do another, we don't have a way of doing that. And I don't know if our customer happiness team can help with that because it's all automatic. Okay, let's see. Andrew says, thank you for everything you've done and continue to do. That's very, very kind of you. We are obviously on a mission to change the world by helping people discover what they've been missing, the comfort, the performance, and the health benefits of letting your feet do what's natural. And again, thank you to all of you. When my wife Lena and I started this almost 14 years ago, we never imagined A, we'd be doing this for this long, and B, that we would have helped almost 2 million people discover the fun and benefits of natural movement. And it's just getting bigger, faster. There's things going on that I can't tell you about that are freaking us out. So in a good/terrifying way, you'll hear about it in the not too distant future, I'm sure. Elaine says, Mika, not too bad for cold weather as well. If you're a woman, we designed the Mika for cold weather also. And name you gave me says, thank you very much for Xeroshoes. Thank you very much. All right. I'm going to call it an evening. Go turn off my brain, try and relax before a busy week because the sale is running through September 5th. And this week is when things get a little wacky as always. Spread the word, tell people, tell anybody, people you know, people you don't know, doesn't matter to me, and let them know that we have this going on. And part of the sweepstakes, there's a way to do that, by the way. So you can share on Twitter and Facebook, etc., and just spread the word. Chris says, stand up and fight, big shoe. That's big shoe, which it took me years of saying big shoe till I realized BS. Ha! So there. So anyway, once again, as always, it is a pleasure to spend some time with you guys. We can't thank you enough for being, well, the people who spread the word, because you've had the experience you've had and you want other people to do the same. That's what's made this grow. Almost half of our sales come from people coming and buying second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th, 20th pair of shoes. And that's what has allowed us to do what we're doing. And anyway, we're super excited about what we have moving forward. You are all a part of that. And I just can't wait for what's next. And I hope you have the same feeling. Thank you. Leo says, thank you for fixing my plantar fasciitis and giving me the present of healthy feet. We just gave you some Xeroshoes, and just letting your body do what's natural is what did that. But we're thrilled. Chris says, mind blown. Thank you. That was about BS, I think. Anyway, all right, get out of here. Go check out what's happening on our site and look at the reviews, because that'll really, really help you. And feel free to share those as well. Again, sale ends September 5th. Take advantage of that. Most importantly, go out, have fun, and live life feet first.